So the big question of this section is, when do I have paired data versus when do I have two samples? So two samples, when you use two sample T procedures, they require data that come from independent random samples from two populations of interest, or two groups. Paired T procedures require paired data that come from a random sample from a population of interest or from a randomized experiment. So be careful, because the proper inference method depends on how the data were produced. So let's look at some examples. So before exiting the water, scuba divers remove their fins. A maker of scuba equipment advertises a new style of fins that is supposed to be faster to remove. A consumer advocacy group suspects the time to remove the new fins may be no different than the time required to remove old fins on average. 20 experienced scuba divers are recruited to test the new fins. Each diver flips a coin to determine if they wear the new fin on the left foot and the old fin on the right foot, or vice versa. The time to remove each type of fin is recorded for every diver. So, is this paired or two samples? Well, this one is paired. The data come from two measurements of the same variable for each diver. They each have one on their left and on their right, so they're comparing the time based on the same person but each of their feet. To study the health of aquatic life, scientists gathered a random sample of 60 white piranha fish from a tributary of the Amazon River during 1 year. The average length of these fish was compared to a random sample of 82 white piranha from the same tributary a decade ago. Well, this is coming from two completely different groups and totally different time frames. Therefore, this is a two sample T procedures. The data came from independent random samples of white piranha in 2 different years. Can a wetsuit deter shark attacks? A researcher has designed a new wetsuit with color variations that are suspected to deter white shark attacks. To test this idea, she fills 2 identical drums with bait and covers one in the standard black neoprene wetsuit and the other in the new suit. Over a period of 1 week, she selects 16 2-hour time periods and randomly assigns 8 of them to the drum in the black wetsuit. The other 8 are assigned to the drum with the new suit. During each time period, the appropriate drum is submerged in waters that shark frequent, and the number of times a shark bites the drum is recorded. Well, this would be 2 samples. The data come from 2 groups in the randomized experiment. One group is the black neoprene, and the other group is the new suit. Each group consisting of 8 time periods in which a drum with a specific wetsuit was randomly assigned to be submerged.